everyone and welcome to my channel Data with Neelam. So in the last videos we had seen data definition languages wherein we have created the tables. In today's video we are going to see data manipulation language which works on the data. Okay, so I had given you a hack in the last video to remember data manipulation languages, which is IUD. I stands for insert, U stands for update, and D stands for delete. Now let's see the first command in data manipulation language, which is insert. Okay, so before going to insert command, let's see what DML command do. It is used to manipulate the data. Basically it works on the data inside the table, and it doesn't affect the structure of the table. Okay, so now let's see our first command, which is insert command. Okay, so this insert command, it is basically used to add new data, or you can say add data in the table. Okay, so how you can add data inside the table? You already have tables, right? Now you want to add rows into that table. For that you can follow two syntax, either this one or this one. I'll show you the basic difference between these two syntax. Okay, so let's read our first syntax, which is insert into the table name values, whatever values provide to the rows, value 1, value 2, value 3. Okay, so this is the first syntax which you can follow. The second syntax is insert into table name column 1, column 2, and values value 1, value 2. So which one to follow? Okay, follow this command when you want to enter a entire row, like not a specific you don't want to enter data in a specific column, but you want to enter entire row. So for that purpose use this command. In here you don't need to specify the columns in which you want to enter the values. You are going to enter the value in the all the columns of the row. Okay, for instance, let's consider that this is row 1, so it is going to have column 1, 2, 3, 4. When you want to enter data in all the columns in this row, is entire row, when you want to add the data now, then in that case use this syntax. Okay, because then you don't need to specify the column. You are going to enter data in the all the columns of the rows. So use this query when you want to enter data in entire row. Okay, now coming to the second query, which is insert into table name column 1, column 2, values value 1, value 2. Now let's again take this example only. Let's consider that you have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and you want to enter data as a new row here, second row, but this time you want to enter data only in column number 2 here and column number 3. You don't want to enter data in first and second columns. So in that case you need to specify the columns, okay, in which you want to enter the data. Insert into table name, this column's name, this column's name, values, and value you want to enter in this column, and value you want to enter it in this column. Okay, understand that the sequence of the column matters because the values get added as per the column. Like value 1 will get added to column 1 and value 2 will get added to column 2. Okay, so always remember the sequence. So follow this syntax when you want to enter add the entire row. Follow this syntax when you want to specifically enter data in a specific columns only. Okay, now this one is done. Insert part of IUD is done. Now let's move to update part. Now we have inserted data inside the table. What if we want to update that data? For that purpose we have update query. Okay, the syntax for it is like this: update table name, set column name equals to value where the condition. Okay, let's again say it back: update the table name, set column name equals to value where condition. Now to one thing which you want to remember while doing update thing is that keep where condition. Okay, where condition is very important, because if you don't provide where condition, then it will update all the all the rows without, it will update all the rows. Doesn't matter which row it is, it will update all the rows. Okay, so this is the update syntax. Update table name, set column name equals to value where the condition. Okay, now let's go to delete command. It is used to delete the row. Now you have seen how to add the rows in the table. You have seen how to update a specific data, update specific row in the table using the where condition. The third thing is, what if you want to delete a specific row? For that we have delete command. Okay, syntax for it is delete from the table name where condition. Okay, again in this case you need to provide the condition, because if you don't provide the condition, it will delete all the rows from the table. Okay, so remember, where condition is very important in delete command. Okay, now let's come to our next SQL query type, which is data query language. Now it is used to read the data, okay, or fetch the data. Now you have created the database, you know how to create table, you know how to insert the data also, but how can we read the data which is inside the table? For that we have select command. Okay, the syntax for it is select column names, like column 1, column 2 from table name. Okay, or else you can follow this command, select star from table name. Now star, it specifies all the columns from the table. Whatever columns there are in the table, now it will show entire column. Okay, so select command, it is used to see the data. Select command, it is used to see or view the data from the table. Okay, so up until now we had seen DML command, data manipulation language, it changes the data. Data query language, it reads the data. Data definition language, it works on the table. Okay, in the now one thing which you need to keep in mind in this from this video is that you had seen what? You had seen data manipulation language, insert, update, delete. We had seen data query language. But one thing you need to keep in mind is that without where update, it will update, it will update all the rows in the table, and without where in delete, it will delete all the rows in the table. Hence, where condition is very important in update and delete commands. Okay, so in the coming videos, you'll be seeing TCL and DCL language, this DCL and DCL commands. I think these queries are very much detailed now. I have shown each and everything, the syntax and everything. Now in the next video we will be seeing how to use these commands in MySQL workbench. Okay, so if you have understood at least one command from this video, please subscribe to my channel, and in the next video we will be practicing them on MySQL workbench. So thank you so much.